President, Human Resources for Henry Ford Health Central Market, Cindy Harrison, and Director of Community Engagement and the Chair of Diversity and Inclusion Committee, Teshna Thomas. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, welcome to our show. Nice to have you here. And the health system has won awards and has been recognized for its efforts in diversity, inclusion, justice, equality, and it's something that obviously with people that actually have this as part of their job, it's a pretty important thing for the health system. Why?
There are a number of reasons it's important to the health system, and some of those are, we really want to serve this community in a way that includes everyone. So what that means is that we want our team members to be a diverse group of people, and it's important that we're paying attention to the needs of our diverse communities. When people feel valued and respected and included and belong, they're going to come to us for their care. And if they don't feel like they are cared for when they come to our organization, they're probably not going to get the care that they need. So we want to do everything that we can to make certain they know we want them to come to us. We're here to care for our community, and we want our workforce to feel like they belong with our organization. That means everybody.
And I know, the expectations of a patient sometimes are unrealistic, and I know you've experienced this. I've seen it. A patient will say, "Well, I want an American to treat me," and that has been something that's been pervasive in healthcare for a long time, and you've seen it.
Yeah, we have seen that, and another reason why we're working so hard to educate ourselves and educate other people, that the people that we hire are really quality people that are well trained, and you're going to get the same great care from anyone who cares for you, or we wouldn't have them working for us.
Absolutely.
And I think your attitude has been, okay, well, we don't allow that.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
can't say that, sorry.
Right.
Go somewhere else.
Right.
Now you have-
Teshna, we celebrated Juneteenth downtown over the weekend. How did Henry Ford help support that two-day event here?
It was awesome. We were so excited to be a part of it. We had several departments that showed up and volunteered, which was awesome. We did over 50 blood pressures.
Oh, wow.
Blood pressure checks, which was awesome.
They asked me 3 times if I wanted my blood pressure.
Yeah, I was advocating for people, hey, get your blood pressure checked, because a lot of people didn't know, they don't go regularly to have it checked, so that was fun. And then we participated in the job fairs, so we had over 12 people interested. And,
very cool.
So that was a lot of fun,
Yeah, you had actually great representation at the event, but you're also one of the major sponsors of the event again this year. So thanks for being part of that. A little windy that day.
Yeah, but it was beautiful.
It was nice.
It was perfect weather.
June is Pride Month. Oh, and yesterday the Michigan House passed a resolution for Pride Week. They couldn't go the full month, but it's a step.
Yeah.
So how is Henry Ford Health celebrating Pride Month?
We have a number of initiatives. We actually, a week ago, joined with the rest of our hospitals in celebrating Pride Month in the Motor City Pride Parade, and several of our team members were there marching to support our LGBTQ plus colleagues and patients. We have a lot of educational work going on right now to help all of our team members better understand that population so we can care for them better. We have training that's called Safe Zone training that teaches a number of things about the LGBTQ community. We also will be participating, actually Jackson is celebrating Pride Month in August. So actually August 20th, there will be an event, an all-day event, and there will be not a parade, but people who are participating will walk from consumers to downtown to the town square, and there will be booths and several activities that day. You'll see us on our campus, we have flags, pride flags out. So we're really just trying to invite the whole community in.
Teshna, on Tuesdays in downtown we have food trucks.
Yes.
I hear you're going to have food trucks on Wednesdays.
Yes.
What's going on with that?
So one of the initiatives of our committee is to diversify our vendors, but then also to increase cultural awareness. And so what we've done is we reached out to local food truck vendors, and so we're calling them Food Truck Wednesdays. And so actually today we'll have 2 food trucks that offer, different types of food for our staff to come out and purchase food. So
Cool.
we have diverse vendors from whether they're veterans, Black owned, whatever. So that's one of the things that we're doing, and the staff are very excited about it. And it was very successful last week. So
Can I go, though?
you sure
Okay.
can. Come on over.
Always welcome.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, we might see some patients wheel their IV.
I would do that. I would, for
No,
sure.
it's just for the employees, but
I think Jackson, we have somewhere between 25 and 30 food trucks that are either in Jackson County or close enough that, and when you think about it, 5-6 years ago, we had 1 or 2. It's exploded.
Yeah.
What do you remember what trucks you had last week?
We had Cravables, I believe it was Cravables, and what was it? Baxter's Dogs.
Oh, nice.
So Cravables was really good. They had all vegan food, and our
Cool.
staff was really excited about that.
Yeah, those obviously healthy options too, adding to your mission of keeping people healthy even while they're in the hospital.
We've talked about DEI work and throughout your organizations. A lot of companies, it's really it's become a full effort for certain businesses. Talk about some of the maybe uncomfortable conversations that we're having now that's going to lead maybe to less uncomfortable conversations and more diverse business in years to come.
Yeah, one of the things that we're doing right now, I think, around this work is that we really need to listen to the people. And so I've created an advisory council called Voice of the Community. And so what we're doing is focusing on those, looking at policies and processes and things and hearing directly from the community to provide guidance on what we need to do. And so I think that is going to help us tremendously be successful, because we can think of things that, hey, we think that this might work, but in reality, we need to hear what the barriers are, from our community. And so that's one of the things. Actually, I have a meeting tonight with our council, so it's going to be really good, and I think it's going to move us in the right direction.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good work being done in our community that is really going to pay off in years to come.
Every employer is having difficulty finding people.
Yes.
So being specific, if you're trying to attract people of color or LGBTQ employees, it's got to be a lot harder when you have a narrower focus. So how do you do it?
We actually have a huge initiative right now that I started in the beginning of the year, and I actually flipped one of my HR positions and created a workforce planning coordinator position. Sierra Sylvester is that person. And so we're working with the area schools, with the Career Center. Our CNO, CMO, and I met with all the colleges in the area in January to talk about how we could partner. What I would like to do is create career pathways for the people in this community. And so we have Sierra embedded in the schools, working with the Career Center so that we can create pathways for our people in this community to learn about health careers. I think when kids think about healthcare, they think nurse, doctor. They don't understand there is a whole rainbow of, positions and careers they could have in healthcare that aren't specifically clinical. So we're teaching them early on about health careers, and then helping them get the classes they need to get the learning they need to get into other careers, like that RN, that respiratory therapist, physical therapist, other things, if they're interested in doing that, and working with some of our area agencies to try and get some funds for scholarships, and providing scholarships for people to go into health careers. So we're really excited about this.
That's great. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. More after this quick break.
It takes a real estate expert to find the right 2,000 square feet in a neighborhood where kids can be kids, land softly, and grow up not so fast, please. A place to laugh together and make a lifetime of memories. And it all starts with a realtor, guided by a code of ethics.
So, can you picture it?
And the doors you open together.
American Title is a proud supporter of the Jackson Area Association of Realtors. American Title, 280 West Cortland, AmericanTitleJackson.com.
Amanati's Frosty Boy of Vandercook Lake. We have what it takes to keep you cool all summer long. Great flavors, excellent selection. Amanati's Frosty Boy of Vandercook Lake, here to serve your ice cream needs.
Searching for medical supplies can be a challenging aspect of the healthcare system, but with help from Brown's Advanced Care Medical Supplies, you can set your worries aside. Our expert staff takes the time to give each of our customers the personal attention they deserve and are trained to find the right products for each individual. If you can't come to us, then let our delivery team come to you to help set up your supplies so you can get back to what really matters, living your life. Brown's Advanced Care Medical Supplies. Locally owned, locally operated, locally loved.
Come along with JTV and Experience Jackson and get to know or reintroduce yourself to some of the best Jackson County has to offer. Join Andy and Rachel as they tour the county interviewing and highlighting Jackson on a visit with Experience Jackson. Whether it's golf, museums, hotels, or events, we'll give you some great ideas on how to spend time in Jackson. Watch on JTV.tv, YouTube, and Experience Jackson social channels.
Hi, I'm Richard King. I've been working on cars for over 38 years, and 10 years of that has been here in Jackson. I'm an ASE certified master technician. What makes King's Auto different from the rest out there is that we take the time to diagnose the cars properly the first time around. We fix what the others can't. Whether it's an oil change or a head gasket repair, wheel bearings to spark plugs. At King's Auto and Truck, we'll get you in and out and get it done right the first time around. Then bring your car or truck over here to King's Auto and Truck, 4114 East Michigan Avenue in Jackson.
Honey, I am so excited we got this house.
Well, that sounds strange.
That's not good.
Oh, look, they left chocolate sprinkles in the cabinet. I love chocolate sprinkles.
That's not chocolate. That's mouse poop. Don't eat it.
Gross.
Wash your hands.
Ouch. They had the hot water faucet on the wrong side.
And why is there a gas water heater in our bedroom?
I'm Andy Bloom with Pillar to Post Home Inspectors. You should always get a home inspection. Call me.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices are great this month. Finally, the Extreme buying team would like to purchase your vehicle. Extreme pays top market value. It's easy, safe, and you get paid on the spot. Visit Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the morning show. Our show is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings, now in their third generation of being family owned and operated. They pride themselves on offering high quality, name brand furniture at affordable prices. Thanks to the Vermeulens for helping us bring you today's show.
With us today from Henry Ford Health, Cindy Harrison and Teshna Thomas. Cindy is Vice President of Human Resources for Central Market, and Teshna is Director of Community Engagement and also the chair of the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. And so there's not just diversity, inclusion, there's also equality and justice. So the initials of the titles and the committees are getting longer and longer. And that's because it's a growing and expanding field, right?
Well, and there's so much to do. We have so much to do. We really have a broad strategy for the entire Henry Ford Health system. So we're one piece of that, but our needs are unique in each market. And so we're doing a lot of work here. We have a a vendor fair, a diverse vendor fair coming up in the fall. We're really trying to use our local vendors and use some of those smaller diverse vendors too. So we really want to include everyone in that. So when you talk about equity, you know, it's both in the care people receive, it's in how we work with people in this community, and how we include people as our own team members.
The hospital itself is so much more welcoming with that new entrance and lobby. It does. It feels. It just feels different.
Yeah.
Now the number of jobs you mentioned is not just doctors and nurses, but for patients too in the community, people of color, they've been afraid of healthcare. Many don't have a primary physician. They use the ER for their health care. There's been it's a barrier to health care. Is that also hard to get knocked down when it comes to getting people to work at the hospital?
I think right now that's what we're working on. That's part of our strategic plan and our initiatives that we're working on right now. So really hearing, when I mentioned about the voice of the community, what are those barriers? And then as a hospital, what can we do to help break down those barriers so we can get them the care that they need?
Yeah. What are some maybe general barriers that you've heard from the community through your work with your committee?
I think one of the biggest things is fear, trust. They don't trust us. The other thing is that really wanting to see somebody that looks like them. I think that's a big thing. Education, just not knowing just the things of the importance of screenings. You know, like we did blood pressure checks at Juneteenth, and so you know, those are the main things. I think the trust is huge, though.
And I think really for preventative health, until people get to a certain age, you kind of just don't think about it. No matter your skin color, it's just. But it is so important for your long-term health to take some of those steps early, and it's great seeing you all in the community engaging and getting folks used to seeing you all.
Yeah, it's nice to see you guys at Juneteenth, but you've been really at, I think, everything.
Yeah.
And actually, I think your sister's going to be performing with Airtight Friday night.
Yes. That's exciting, her and my dad.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's one of our area's great bands. They'll be at the cruise night on Friday night.
Awesome.
Do you sing backup or anything?
You know, our family actually sings, and she wants us to sing a song with her, so she's trying to get me and my other sisters to help her out on a particular song, so we may do that.
Well, if that happens, you make sure to let us know.
I definitely will.
Be there.
Maybe you could do that at the Food Truck Wednesday.
Oh, that's a great idea. I like that. I'm going to work on that, Teshna.
That would be great for staff morale.
A little entertainment.
Yeah, they love it.
I think we better swing by Food Truck Wednesday.
We're going to.
Well, thanks for all you guys do in the community, and thanks for taking time to be with us here today.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Cindy Harrison, Vice President, HR, Henry Ford Central Market, and Teshna Thomas, Director of Community Engagement and Chair of the Diversity and Inclusion Committee at Henry Ford Health and Henry Ford Jackson Hospital. More of the morning show. Stay tuned.